You know, quality in healthcare is, I think, one of the most important thing. And I speak from experience as a customer. And so I want to tell you about that. But before I do, I need to introduce you to my wife. And this is a picture of us in 1968 at a party. Now, that's me in the blue vest with the hair. And that's she to my right there in the, what do you call that thing she's wearing? A poncho? Yes, it's like a macrame hanger. Yeah, that was in '68. This was in 1970. We had gotten married and gotten productive. And this is in '75. As you can see, my wife was still into that hippie mode. I'd moved on to be a disco god.
And this is us on our one of the best bike rides we ever took, and this was in Italy. We rode through Tuscany, and that's my daughter on the right, and CJ, my wife, on the left, the love of my life. And this was taken in a cafe in Tuscany, and I don't know if you can see the look in her eye, but she is just one delightful person with the devil in her eye. She is. This was in 2002.
And this was taken in the dining room of a nursing home in 2004. Oh my God. You see, in 2003, October the 11th, we were on a biking trip through Northern California, and we got to the top of a hill, and we chatted a little bit, and then I said, I'll see you at the bottom, because I'm a faster, more reckless rider than she is. And I took off. And I noticed some rocks scattered on the road, and I tried to signal her. Anyway, I got to the bottom of the hill, and I waited and waited, and she never showed. Finally, somebody drove up and said, were you riding with a woman in a red shirt? And I said, yeah. And he said, well, she's up on the hill, and there's been an accident, and she's unconscious. Of course, I was devastated, as was my daughter and all of her family and all her brothers and sisters. But then one evening, things changed. I was visiting, and I got ready to go home, and I leaned over and said, I'll see you tomorrow, sweetheart. And I kissed her. And for the first time in 2 months, she kissed me back. She just went. And I drove home on a cloud that evening. I thought, she's in there. She's reachable. Maybe we can turn this around. Hi, this is Larry Johnson, and I want to thank you for watching this video of telling the story of my wife's ordeal. She was in a nursing home or some kind of rehab facility for about 2 years after her accident. And in that time, we had the opportunity to get to know lots of healthcare professionals, and the overwhelming majority of them were wonderful. One that I really remember a lot is a lady named Mavis. And Mavis just took a liking to CJ. And she was really good and did what I considered quality care. She was right on top of everything for CJ, kept an eye on her skin and kept an eye on anything that was going wrong with her. But she also shucked and jived with her and treated her like a sister. And she would gossip with her about things going on in the nursing home. Things I'm sure the nursing home administrator wouldn't want. But I got to tell you, as the family member standing there watching this happen, I'm loving it. Because she was treating CJ like an adult, like a friend. After those